Hello and welcome to DBC Reads. Today I'm going to be telling you about a book that I've read as kind of a standalone. I've read another book in the series because I didn't realize it was part of a series, so I've read them out of order, and but it doesn't affect, knowing where they eventually end up didn't affect my enjoyment of Savannah Breeze by Mary Kay Andrews. This series is about two women who have been best friends for a really long time. They live in Savannah, like Savannah proper. But one of the women, she has a lot of relationship issues, has gotten scammed, and ends up having to move out to Tybee Island because that's the only property she has left, even though she was doing pretty well for herself. And so she has to go through some struggles to try to get all her money back. It's hard to do, especially when she signed a power of attorney and willingly gave it up without realizing it because probably, chemicals were involved. But she was had been drinking and she was tired. And look, even if chemicals weren't involved, I've been very tired before and, probably made some terrible mistakes. That's how I walk through life half the time. Shh, don't tell. Anyway, so she has to try to recollect her life and get back on track, and she gets a little bit of vengeance in as well, while her friend is there to help her save the day. It's interesting, and you get kind of on the seat of your pants, and honestly, while I was reading this, I kept reading it well into the night. One of those one more chapters where I'd start falling asleep and I'm just gonna finish this page, and I'd fall asleep, and then I'd wake up and I'd reread the same page like 10 times because I just didn't want to put it down. It was that good. But like the links that she goes to, and then when you think about it, I'm like, well, that really wasn't that difficult, that complicated. I can't believe she pulled that off. But she cons the guy back and gets her money back. And so, spoiler alert, but really there's so much that goes on. Like, you kind of expect that to happen. You just don't know how. And the story, there's really more surrounding the story of her losing her money and then getting it back. And I don't know, she's kind of crazy. That's all I gotta say. And like, brave. That's a good word for her, brave. So check out this book in my Walmart Creator Store, and happy reading.